What's up, YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. And for those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about how to get your real FICO credit score for free. Okay? Now, there are some financial institutions that will. The majority of the major banks, however, they're bamboozling you. And the reason is because what they're giving you is not actually what they're using, okay, to acquire you as a customer when it comes to your credit score, right? And I'm here to prove to you that myth so you will know in terms of whenever you're trying to get your most accurate credit score, your financial institution may not be the best way to go. Okay, so let's start with Navy Federal. Okay, so with Navy Federal, now they're a little more transparent because they let you know we pull your FICO score. As a matter of fact, they will pull your FICO score 9. Okay, they're going to pull your FICO score TransUnion 9 for credit score, for credit card. For your business credit cards, they're going to pull your FICO score 9 Experian. And to open up your account, they will pull your FICO score Equifax. Now, here's something I want you all to understand. Now, in reference to loans, they may also pull your TransUnion for that. But here's something interesting. For some reason, I've had a client, they gave her a car loan without actually putting an inquiry on her credit score. They gave her a car loan without even putting an inquiry on her credit score. Just right then and there. And so the thing about it, you guys have to understand is that with Navy Federal, one of the biggest things that they love, besides you being a member, is that they use internal scoring, okay? And internal scoring means and it goes from 100 to 450, all right? And it all depends on the type of products you have and the amount of the products that you have, right? And so I made a video talking about internal scoring. So if you want to see that video, put a comment below. Can I see the Navy Federal internal scoring video? And I'll send it over to you. Now, here's the thing about it. Their average credit score is a 550. So I have seen plenty of people, brand new members with credit scores of 550, and they're getting $10, $15, $25,000 credit cards. But the thing about it, it's all because of the internal scoring and what type of accounts that they open up with, and which we're going to talk more about that, okay? But now you know that, like, Navy Federal, they're pulling from FICO 9, all right? Now, let's talk about AMEX. Now, in many of my videos, I keep telling you guys that American Express, they pull Experian FICO 8. Okay, so when you first get your one account with American Express, what ends up happening, they'll pull your Experian FICO 8. All right, once you have that account established, then if you want to go after other credit cards or other products and stuff, they won't put any hard inquiries on your credit score. Now, here's the interesting thing. They pull Experian FICO 8, but they'll give you your Vantage 3 TransUnion score. Why is that? That's the reason I keep telling people when they like, oh, I checked my American Express and said I had a 690 or something like that. Well, the thing about it, if they're already doing internal scoring on you, okay? So if you already have an account, because there have been people with like a 540 credit score that got American Express credit cards, but they already had a long relationship with them as well, okay? So just keep that in mind. So the good thing about it, like to get this credit score, you actually don't have to have a American Express credit card, okay? So they'll give you your Vantage score, but that does not mean that you will qualify for their credit score, because they're going to look at your FICO 8, not your Vantage 3 TransUnion, okay? So the average credit score is a 660. However, people that have long relationships with them that may have a lower credit score have been able to get approved. And so once you get approved, like your business lines of credit, business or personal loans and stuff, they won't do a hard inquiry, all right? Now, let's talk about Bank of America. Now, with Bank of America, they have the FICO 8 score program as well. But you have to have one of their credit cards, okay? And so that average credit score is a 680. And they'll pull your FICO 8 Experian. So Bank of America will give you a FICO 8 credit score. Capital One. Capital One, we all know that Capital One pulls all three of your FICO 8 credit scores, but they will give you your Vantage 3 TransUnion score, okay? That's the scoring that they'll give you, but they actually pull your FICO 8, okay? So if your FICO 8 score is low, then it's very questionable. But the good thing about with Capital One, they usually try to work with you, so the average credit score is about a 580, okay? Now, Chase. Check Chase out, okay? Now, again, they have the free credit score check with Check Credit Journey, right? All right, so you don't have to be a Chase cardholder member in order to get access to this, okay? But here's the thing about it. Here's the shadiness about it. Now, Chase will probably pull your FICO 8 Experian Equifax, but they're going to give you your FICO, your Vantage Score 3 TransUnion because it's a free system. So they're not really giving you your real FICO score. They're giving you something that's possibly equivalent to your FICO score, but it's not really your real FICO 8 credit score. I actually made a video explaining the difference between your Vantage score and your FICO score. So if you want to actually see that video and how I actually break it down more detail so that you can actually have better leverage when you're trying to get approved for like credit cards and loans as well as business products from Chase as well, okay? So the average credit score is about a 660, right? But again, just keep in mind, they're going to give you your Vantage 3 TransUnion score, but that's not the score that they actually use when they're trying to qualify you for a credit card or a loan, okay? Now, here's the thing about it. This is what you need to understand, and I should have edited that because it has nothing to do with this, but you do need to understand this, right? Here's the thing about it. You see the FICO score, okay? So when you first sign up for MyFICO, hey, eyes over here, pay attention, all right? MyFICO is going to give you a FICO 8 score, okay? And so with your FICO 8 score, they're giving you your bank card scores, okay? So your bank card scores have nothing to do with your mortgage scores, okay, have nothing to do with your auto loan scores, okay? So your credit card scores, that's the reason I tell people, like even like with your credit card scores can come from your FICO 8, depending on the lending institution. Like I told you about Navy Federal, they pull FICO 9. Some credit unions, they actually pull your mortgage credit score to determine. So they may pull your mortgage 5 or 2 to determine to give you a credit card. Okay, you have the auto loans. Now, here's the interesting thing about auto loans, where on the auto loans with MyFICO, it goes from 300 to 850, but your auto loan score actually goes up to 900. So whatever your auto loan on your FICO, you can add about 30 to almost 50 points on that. That's the reason, like some people that may say that, oh, my credit is bad, and they're looking at their bank score, right? So their bank score may be about a 550, right? But if you add on another 30 points, and I'm going to actually make a video so you can understand about the auto loans or whatever, but if you add on another 8 points, I would encourage you to add on another 30 points to 50 points to that auto score and FICO, and that'll give you your real car score, Okay, so if you're trying to get a card, but it's very important. Now, if you want to actually get access to all 28 data points, click the link in the description. Okay, you want to get the $39.99 program. Okay, and then you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and I will go over each of these scoring models with you line by line, so you can actually understand how they work and how to actually leverage them, not only to get funding, but to be able to, if you're trying to get a mortgage or you're trying to get an auto loan, okay? And there's other loan scores as well. So that's the reason I like MYFICO, because this is where the financial institutions end up anyway. This is where they pull from, but they're giving you they're giving you a Vantage 3 instead of your FICO 8, right? They'll give you that for free, but it's actually your FICO 8 is what they're probably pulling from, or your FICO 9, or again, your mortgage 5 or 2 for a credit card, all right? So just keep that in mind. That being said, let's move on. Now, here's CitiBANk, okay? Now, in order to get your credit score through CitiBANk, okay, you have to have credit cards with CitiBANk, but they do the FICO score, the FICO 8. So the eligible cards are your Citi Premier card, your Citi Prestige card, your Costco Anywhere Visa card, okay? Now, the average credit score to get a credit card with them is about a 690. Then you have Discover. Here's, again, an interesting situation. Discover has the scorecard, okay? They pull your FICO 8. You don't have to be a card member to actually get your FICO 8 score, but the average score for a Discover card is about a 650 to get a card with them. Now you have US Bank. Here's another interesting situation. US Bank still gives you your Vantage 3 TransUnion, okay, through CreditView dashboard, okay? Now, here's something you have to enroll into their online banking. And the cards that will qualify to get access to your Vantage score is the US Bank Visa Platinum card, the US Bank Cash Plus, the Visa Signature card, the US Bank Flex card, or the Gold American Express card, right? Now, here's also something you have to understand. US Bank, I like them. The reason is because they operate like the credit unions, because they do these automatic increases. They will do automatic increases, which is nice. They usually do it about every they usually would do it about every 6 months. Depends on how often you utilizing your card and stuff. But it's definitely worth it. Now, here's the thing about it. They pull TransUnion FICO 8. Again, they give you your Vantage score TransUnion 3, but they actually pull your TransUnion FICO 8. So just keep that in mind. So again, when you're looking for your credit score and you're trying to get your real credit score, it's best to click the link below and get access to your real FICO score. Get the $39.99 program and schedule a one-on-one consultation so that I can actually look at it. Now, here's another one, Barclays. Barclays, they will do FICO 8, okay? But you must have a Barclays card. The average credit score with a Barclays, some people say it's a 690, 700, but depending on the co-partner card, you may can get away on the business side, you may can get away with like a 660. Now, they pull TransUnion FICO 8 as well, okay? So now you really got a better inside scoop in terms of who actually pulls from what and what does it really take to actually get your real free FICO score. Now here we go with Wells Fargo, because I know some of you are like, well, what about Wells Fargo? I got to continue to tell you. You must have an account, a credit card, or a loan with Wells Fargo to get your real credit score. But they will give you your FICO 9 score. They will give you your FICO 9 score. Now, to get their credit card, averaging about a 660, and they pull your Experian FICO 9, okay? Now, I know some of you are like, well, what about this bank? What about that bank or whatever? But the main reason that I made this video, because I need you all to understand how the major banks, where they're just appeasing the Federal Trade Commission or basically the government to give you some type of scoring, right? But it's not the actual score that they're really pulling from. So that's what's making the biggest difference, okay? So now you understand. So if you have any questions about business credit, personal credit, business funding, personal credit funding, you may have some challenges and you just need to understand how to remove some items off of your personal credit, and you're already with a credit company or whatever, but you just want to know if they're doing the right thing, then schedule a one-on-one consultation by clicking the link below. But if you want me to go over your FICO score with you, click the link in the description, get your real credit score, then set up a one-on-one consultation. This is Houston with Three-Way Funding. Thank you.